at the barber shop and everything, I used to hear like people always talk about, man, you know, when an entertainer get on, of course, you know, he gonna go and get a white girl and blah and all this. But I want to say that, you know, and the white girl gonna go get a rich black dude, and you know, right? But I want to say that my wife has dated broke black dudes, you know. So it ain't got nothing to do with the money.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
Look, before we get into the content, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the STC fam. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers right now. So if you guys appreciate the content, please take the time out right now and go ahead and show some love and like and subscribe. Do so right now. All right, let's get into the content. Now, look, fellas, apparently Kanye West is now regretting having kids with Kim Kardashian.
Like, even with the situation with kids, I hear you speak about it a lot. Like, nobody really spoke on your behalf. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like, you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you don't take accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan.
Now, to me, it's just crazy how he's using God's name in vain. It's just crazy how now he's saying, yo, it's God's fault. This is what God wanted me to do. Again, this is a man who don't take any accountability. Bro, that's the woman that you wanted. See what I'm saying? That was your choice. But you gotta stand on your decision like a man and don't blame anybody for your decision, man. Here's the thing. There's no difference between a man who is a sucker, who is a simp, and a woman who is a bird. They are both delusional and they don't take any accountability. Kanye West was chasing behind Kim. He was acting like Kim was a trophy wife. Like this is the best woman on earth. After he saw the tape. Keep that in mind. And Kanye been a sucker. He been chasing behind these types of women. Even his current girl is of the same cloth as Kim Kardashian. But this is a man who is always going to do things for shock value, who is always going to clout chase. And bro, that's not a real man. This man has yet to look himself in the mirror. And you know the type of dude a person is by who they choose to date. Any man who got a thing for women who are on a sex tape, women who are on the pole, women who love to be butt-ass naked, bro, that's a sucker. That's just the bottom line. So him saying that now, bro, is just too late. It's no different to a woman who played the streets, who dated a bunch of different dudes, and then when she get older, it's like, I'm looking for a good man now. Those dudes were never my type. He sounds like a hoe. And this is why I say, bro, there's no difference between a man who's a sucker and a bird. The energies are the same. That's why they align. That's why birds go after suckers. That's why suckers go after birds. Matter of fact, I did a breakdown on this. Check out this breakdown when Kanye West was chasing behind Kim Kardashian butt. Check this out, man.
Kanye and I have been good friends for a long time. You know, he's someone that we definitely respect his fashion taste and his style, and so we wanted him to come check out the store. Mr. West is in the building.
What's up?
Hi.
Fellas, here's the thing about a bird. A bird will target her prey. Like, if she got a plan for you, like, let's say, if she's looking for a sucker or she's looking for a man who she want to have kids with, she will target that man And in this situation, like Kanye West, he was so oblivious. He was thinking like, yo, this chick is really into me. The whole time she's looking at you like you will just make a good sponsor.
Kim is single now, and she is the most boy crazy girl I've ever seen. She just loves to flirt.
So when Yeezy met her, he fell in love with her right away. I mean, the man, she had him. She had him. To the point that the man decided to start a family with her, and he tried to save her. He got married to her. But this was her dating history before Yeezy.
Son, can't open your eyes. Can't you see?
Fellas, the signs are always there. Stop trying to be Superman. If a woman history shows you that she always returned back to the streets, you're not special, bro. You can't save a bird.
I finally feel like, I'm marrying my best friend.
Okay.
You knew that she was the one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You had to work for it.
I had to work for it.
Always remember, one man's 2-year relationship is another man's one-night stand.
We all know I hit it first. Hop in the club and about to show love, and I don't even put in work.
Kim K's second sex tape. Kanye West said in a recent interview while Kim was preparing for her SNL show, Kanye flew from New York to LA to take a laptop from Ray J containing a sex second between Kim and Ray J.
He got me all of his tape back.
Oh my God.
And this is why I always say it's easy to get the pussy, just don't fall in love. Love will have you doing crazy stuff like this. Now, we all saw the tape with Ray J and Kim, but apparently there was more footage available out there. So Kanye West had to put on his cape and go and find that footage to avoid it going public. Think about that. That's what you got to do as a husband, because this is the woman that you chose to have a family with. Fellas, the signs are always there, man. The fact that a man could be so lost and oblivious to what's really going on, that's the power of the pussy. When a man is really in love with that puss, he become blinded to the world, and all he sees is that woman. Even though she's doing bird shit in front of his face, he can't see it because he's under her spell. And look, even when he give her the tape, she fake cry, because in all reality, she don't care whether the tape is out or not.
Well, tell the father of my children to stop acting up, and then I won't stress out and get psoriasis.
It's so different than the person that I married.
How?
Because that's who I loved, and that's who I remember, and that's who I...
This is how it sounds when a woman checks out of a relationship.
I'll do anything to get that person back.
This is when she has officially exhausted all of your energy, where whatever she liked about you, she done drain your energy to the point where you can't give her that feeling anymore. And that's usually when a bird decides to return back to the streets. But first, they're gonna act like it's you. You're the problem. The whole time, they was never really into you. They was only into the energy that you was providing. And once that's gone, it's over with.
Today is the day that your divorce is final.
Yeah.
And you're here with all of his stuff.
Yeah. I'm really at peace with it.
I used to spend hours and hours and hours of my days as the cleanup crew. Well, that's why you got divorced.
See, this is where most men go wrong, because they think they could save a bird. Kanye West, some people say he's a genius, but he couldn't save a bird. It doesn't matter how smart or intelligent he is. He don't have what it takes to save a bird, fellas. It's impossible to save a woman who is for the streets. And that's why I urge you dudes to be wise and understand female nature. Wisdom is the key of life. You could be the smartest person on the planet, but if you're not wise, you will make mistakes like this. Because in all reality, you can't marry a bird and expect her to have the traits of being a wife. You can't marry a woman who is for the streets and expect her to know how to play the role of a wife. Like how? When she been in the streets her entire life. Like what time did she get to learn how to be a wife? From her mother? Look at her mother's situation. And that's why I always tell you dudes, if you want to see the type of woman you got, look at her mother.
I did SNL, and then when we kissed in scene, it was just a vibe. And I was like, oh, maybe I just need to try something different.
How you gonna bring me to SNL and kiss the dude you dating right in front of me? After I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night.
Damn, the disrespect. Fellas, here's the reality. Birds don't respect suckers. If a woman think that you're a sucker, this is how you will be treated. That's just the bottom line.
Fellas, don't go out like Kanye. Be a man out here. For real.